All right, on the grassroots level, let's go to Buhari. We were there yesterday. I've been shuttling day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's finished. It ended yesterday at the Buhari Township Stadium. Greenlock of Buhari, Abuja FCT defeated Bolaspo Sporting FC of Ire Osun State in the final. They were supposed to play Deportivo FA of Ivory Coast because Evolution Cup is a Pan-African football club championship. So they came from Ivory Coast. We had Alesa, the Kudimato dance together on Friday before they left, traveling by road back to Abidjan. And today they'll be playing a league match, and that was why they couldn't play in the final of the Evolution Cup yesterday. They had to leave their spot for the second place team, which was Bolaspo Sporting FC of Ire. So let's go watch the highlights. Top dignitaries were there yesterday. Representative of the Federal Minister of Youth Development was there. A representative of the Directorate of Road Transport System Service, formerly known as VIO, was there. Top dignitaries were there. Let's see, the Supporters Club was also there. Let's see them. When we come back, we'll talk interviews after the other side.
Players are introducing themselves with the officials of this game. What a match! The minister will now look at him and say, "Don't let this story go out of my hands. Don't let this story go."
All right, that's the moment out there yesterday at the Buhari City Stadium. What a way. But let's hear from Chief Obina Nwaka, the representative of the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Youth Development, talking about under the leadership of Comrade Ayodele Olawande, who was there. That's him. He said, come, the partnership there, talking about be committed, be patriotic, be honest, and that will help your growth at the other side.
Thank you very much for having us here today. Well, I don't have to say much because just like I said earlier, that football is one aspect of sports that brings including the enemies together. And it's quite commending that the Greenlock FC Limited are proven to us that they are determined. But however, what we saw here today, we saw young people that are passionate about their creativity. We saw young people that are also passionate about their expertise. We saw young people that are also passionate about making impacts in their society. And for God to have embedded them with the talent of football, they have also exhibited it here on the field. So being here before the beginning of the program and also after the program is an added advantage for us to do what? For us to take up this message back to the Honorable Minister, that yes, truly, young people are ready to harness their potentials, but however, conducive environment is needed. Support is also needed, and also the support from the government will go a long way to make sure that they develop more into their passion so that it can be harnessed properly to contribute to the national peace and development of our great country. I've admonished them that they need to be patriotic. I've also admonished them that they need to be honest in what they are doing, because one thing is to have a talent, another thing is to work on yourself to make sure the talent brings you further endeavors, opportunities, and to make life better for you. That's going to also contribute to the well-being of your people and your community at large. So what they have showcased here today is quite interesting. They started with 3 and they ended with 3-1. So for those people that have also came second in this tournament, they are the main champion of the day. Why I say they are the main champion of the day is that when we started in the first half, it was 3-0. But in the second half, they were able to score 1 goal. So I believe that if next time, if they have more supporters that will be cheering up from the audience or from the spectators aspect, I believe they will do well, because spectators and supporters have a long way of ginger engineering and also encouraging the footballers. So what we have seen here was quite commendable, and we thank the Evolution Cup for putting this to.
All right, the renewal agenda of the President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is to harness talent, is to see this talent, help them to grow, nurture them. With sports, they can grow our GDP. You know, we've been talking about the reset, refocus, and relaunch of the National Sports Commission. The Renew Hope initiative on sports economy is also there. Those are these things this grassroots development can give to us. So let's hear from Chief Obi Nawaka once again, talking about harnessing the talent for growth.
This country, nation at large, are the young people. And I wanted about the Renew Hope agenda under the purpose leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is to harness the potential of young people so that they can be employers of laborers, so that they can be self-reliant, so that they can contribute their own to the national development of our great country. From the players that we have seen on the pitch, none of them is above 40. They are less than 20, they are less than 30. And that is the agenda of the Renew Hope, so that they can be potential being of tomorrow and to become an asset, whereby they too they can contribute to the GDP of our economy. So the Renew Hope agenda is to make sure that they harness the potential of young people. That is why if you come to the Ministry of Youth today, there's so many initiatives of the ministry that is started at what harnessing potential of young people like this, so that they can be potential, they can be creativity, so that they can also be employers of labor. If one player is being picked today and also be exported to international community, there's no way the player will not make impact in one person or the other. So that is the agenda of the Renew Hope, to tap and harness their potential.
All right, and then we'll talk about private partnership sponsoring tournament like this. Just some days ago, Malam Shoudiko was with MTN, come and bring money to sports. This is important, because when these talents are discovered, where will they go? They need to be encouraged, they need to be shown, talked to, and lifted up. Let's hear again from Chief Obina Unwaka, representative of the Honorable Minister at the other side.
We are here today. If they have not reached out to the Honorable Minister of Development, I don't think his presence or his representative will be here, encouraging the private organizations that are into this kind of specialization is to do what? To partner with the relevant government agency, so that that joint partnership and effort will go a long way of doing what? Of bringing prosperity in our economic diversification. Because private cannot do it alone. They need the support from the government. They also need the encouragement of the government. Just like I said earlier, that whoever that wins the cup, they should ensure that the cup will also be presented to the Honorable Minister of Youth Development, so that in that same place, in that same meeting, some discussion will also go. In that same meeting, some requests will also go. In that same meeting, encouragement will also go, because in one way or the other, whatever they are doing is aiming at to find themselves in an environment where they can make meaningful impacts of their life. And government have a role of creating conducive environment, recommendation, facilitation of relevant documents that will ease their traveling and other other means to make sure that they properly fit into the society. Private sector is more or less like a helpless organism when it comes to government support. And as helpless organism, they need the support of what? The people to make them fit into the society. So the beauty and the essence why having government is to make sure that private sectors like this are properly fit into the society so they can help our younger ones to do what? To achieve their goals, make them more responsible personalities in the society. Because if we don't make them responsible personality in the society, we all may be affected or hold accountable if we fail to make them responsible personality in the society.
Without supporters, without those drums, those sound, you can't get football right. And even yesterday, one of the advantage Greenlock FC had was that they were playing in front of their fans, because that's where they also played their matches in the NLO and other friendly games. And what a way, the vice president, the national vice president of the interim management committee of the Nigerian Football and Sports Supporters Club, Mr. Peter Abraham, was with us at that venue yesterday, and let's hear from him at the other side.
I said about 10 days there about ago, while we visited the Honorable Minister, this is why we are here. This is what Nigerian football is all about. Supportership, and that is what we are trying to rekindle now. This and many more the ESCOs are working at. Everywhere football is being played, we should be represented. We are seen as the 12th player of our team. You know, these traditional rhymes from the stand that always resound in the ears of everybody that comes around or that plays the ball. You know, when the players are getting tired, the tune that spurs them back into actions. These are things we are bringing back. So help us God. In the next 365 days, we should set the tone for that. So I want you all to be rest assured with the leadership of my own chairman, Prince Vincent Okumagba, and the other IMC ESCO members. We are working seriously behind the scene to bring that vibes into reality.
All right, the representative are talking about the PA to the Directorate of Road Transport Service, popularly known as VIO, talking about Mr. Musa Mohammed. Also share his words on the organization of the Evolution Cup, and he said, come, next edition, they must be part of it. Let's hear him from his mouth at the other side.
Been here early enough, witnessed the beginning down to the final whistle. I would say this is a wonderful organization. The very big kudos first and foremost goes to the organizing committee. You guys did a wonderful job by putting this together, and I must say, I wish we were part of the tournament earlier enough to have witnessed whatever has happened because of the stories we've heard. But we are now appealing as a directorate on behalf of my director that subsequently I would want to appeal that an invitation be extended to the Directorate of Road Traffic Services to be part and parcel of the tournament, both as spectators and a team as well. We'll gladly welcome that.
All right, and he said to the youth, please be good ambassadors of Nigeria, and also congratulations to Greenlock FC. Let's get him once again.
The champions, I say a very big congratulations to them. They've done wonderfully well, given that they were the last to come into the tournament and then they became the champions. A very, very big congratulations and kudos to them. They've done wonderfully well for themselves. And to the youths at large, I will continue to say, continue to be an ambassador of this great country. We have a whole lot of potentials. We can harness those potentials and we can all do it together.